Hello guys, welcome back. It is I, Dave, the Tabletop Wanderer, and we are going to start up a new adventure on the channel. Yes, that's right, and you might see this right here. Well, first off, this video is only going to be recorded up top because I want to do this quick, and I'll try something out, something different. I will be returning with the 2-cam, 3-cam sort of thing, but today I want to try this out. And you might have already seen this on my other videos, but if you haven't, well, this is Chad Magehammers, Delves and Dangers. And we are going to do a new adventure with this game, which I love. I really do enjoy this game. But not only that, we are going to pair it up and mix it up with his Daring and Dangers, which is a more pulp light sort of adventure thing. Okay, because I've got this story in mind. I don't know where it's going to go because I'm going to be randomly rolling everything out. So I do know more or less what I want of my main character. But other than that, where the story is going to go, who's the villain and all that, no idea. No idea. But Magehammer has been doing his definitive edition of Delves and Dangers. And last night, he actually sent me a copy of it. And so this is going to go off to the side, right? This will be not so much on the side. And we have the definitive edition. Okay. This is going to be up on itch.io. I'll have to see. I'll put a link for all of these in the description. Now, for the other stuff, this is going to be for character creation and the rules of the game, but we are going to be using some other stuff. Oh yeah, that's right. So it also does come with a quick reference sheet so you can see how you do your melee attacks, range attacks, unarmed attacks, so on and so forth. So another thing I will be using is this. I got this a while ago, and this is a Fantasy Solo Roleplaying Framework, and this is by Solospelunkings, really good YouTube channel also. Links will be in the description for his channel, Magehammer's channel, Delves and Dangers itch.io, Daring and Dangers itch.io, all of that. And this is a pretty nifty document. I really do like it, where it helps you literally play a solo role-playing game. It gives you a lot of town actions, like you can recruit a new adventurer, you could try and pickpocket someone, you can visit a tavern, and then you roll on the tavern table. You have a notice board for quests and stuff like that, a rumor table at the tavern, tavern encounters, a town encounter, and I will be using this more or less over the course of the adventure. What I'm thinking for now is the adventure is going to be mainly in Alnor, and if you haven't seen my Black Flame Society saga, go and check it out. Okay, and it is in the city of Alnor, which is in the country of Darwin, which I made up, and it is my place. And mostly what I'm thinking about is it'll take place all in the city of Alnor. But, you know, the dice, they're the ones that are going to say what's going to happen. Okay, and for today, I got this blank sheet of paper here, and we are going to do character creation. And there are character sheets in both Delves and Dangers and Daring and Dangers, and I actually made a character sheet for Daring and Dangers, which you can get on the Facebook group page, Magehammer's Facebook group page. It is there. But because the character sheets are very tuned to each of the games, I want to mix them up. I'll be doing a blank sheet of paper with all the stats and everything like that jazz. Okay, let's get into it. So, first off, since the story is going to be in Alnor and in Darwin, that is a fantasy setting. So, that means my character will be made more from Delves and Dangers, and we'll get a bit of stuff from Darings and Dangers, because Darings and Dangers is mostly based in like the 1920s, 1930s sort of stuff. Okay, so like you can go here and see, let's have a look, attribute. So professions: explorer, detective, inventor. So there are no, I think, let me see, no races in this. So it's mainly your profession, your skills, your secondary skills and stuff like that. But we are going to go through this and do that. But for now, what I was thinking was I'm going to be doing a elf. So let's get this, an elf. I am going to mix this up a bit because my thinking of this character and for this adventure is more or less something like a detective story. Okay, so let's imagine the elf. You have a short bow and long bow, but I'm not going to be doing that. I'm not going to be using that. We will use the stats for this, but with his own weapon. And if all goes well, you'll see what I mean. So before any of that, I need a name for the character, but I'll tell you what, leave a name for the character down below in the description. That's it. And I promise this time I will use it. You know, the one that I like the most, I will use it. Not like the one I did with the wolf for the party in the Black Flame Saga, which I totally forgot, but this time I will remember, because he's going to need a name. He or she. I'm thinking male. Yeah, let's do a male. We'll do a male elf. Okay? But he's not going to be just a normal elf. I want him to be sort of a dark elf, but not totally dark. Like, I don't want him to be totally drow, but, you know, more or less on that. So his kindred is an elf, and now his profession. Now this is where I have to look more or less at the stuff, because my thinking is I want him to be sort of a vigilante of Alnor. Okay, so by day he's something, by night he's the vigilante. And I'm thinking I'm going to call him the Shadow of Alnor. That's pretty good. I like that. The Shadow of Alnor. Let me write that down. The Shadow of Alnor. And that is the name of our adventure. And he is the Shadow. So he's more or less something like a vigilante, you know, like a bit of Batman, something like that. So his profession, I think I'll make him a thief, and then we get daring and dangers. Now, do we want detective? Oh, we have an actual vigilante here. Nice. That's what we're going to do. So, his profession is going to be a vigilante thief. Okay, so we got profession. Okay, so now let's get his strength, his agility, and his mind. So that way we can then get his agility, strength, agility, and mind resistance. Strength resistance, agility resistance, and mind resistance. And you'll see in a minute why I'm not going to be using this. I'm just using this as a template. Okay, we get his stamina here. And his move, he can move. I don't usually use the move thing around here. So when we are making a character, we need to distribute the following attributes so these points to one of the attributes, the 3, 2, 2, and that goes for daring and dangers and deals and dangers. So that's something that is in common with them. Stealth and investigation rolls. So Vigilante has streetwise, street fighters, and his weapon proficiency is a pistol, and his proficiency agility resistance proficiency is agility. So we're going to give him 3 for agility, 2 for strength, and 2 for mind. His proficiency is agility resistance, so just mark that there. And if I'm not mistaken, that's more or less like the thief also. Yeah, exactly. Agility resistance. Now, we've got this here. We need to figure out that. We get a proficiency bonus, which is +1. I'll just put that here. Proficiency bonus +1. Because we are level 1, we are going to start off at level 1. Resistances. To get our resistance, we need to get our strength resistance is our strength plus the kindred bonus, if applicable, proficiency bonus, if applicable. So right now our strength will be 2 because our kindred proficiency, yeah. So that will be 2. Agility would be 3, +1 is 4. And our kindred bonus, which is that. So 4. And our mind will be 2. We need to get, what else do we need? We need to write down our skills. Okay, we need to get our skills, so profession abilities, but in Dells and Dangers, it's not called profession abilities. What's it called? Okay, kindred abilities. We do have profession abilities. Okay, we'll get kindred abilities and our profession abilities, and then we could go into the equipment. Our kindred ability. Number 1 is we are proficient with, let's see, elf. 1d shortbow, longbow, 1d on perception rolls, and 1 mind resistance. +1 mind resistance. Oh, so we do have +1 mind resistance. So that is 2 + 1 is 3. There we go. So this is +1 dice with shortbow or longbow. We're going to do so my thinking for this character, he is a vigilante, right? He's not going to be carrying around a longbow or shortbow. So I want him to have a sort of crossbow where he has a chamber with 6 darts or bolts or whatever, mini bolts in them, and he's just going to use it like a pistol. Okay, so he's got 2 of them, so hand, crossbow. Okay, so that's basically what it is. It's a sort of a pistol crossbow combination sort of thing. We get 1 dice. Let me do it like this. 1 dice on perception rolls, 1 mine resistance, and he can move 30 feet. Okay, now for our profession abilities. I am not going to use all of them but I am going to be playing mainly solo, so it's only going to be 1 character. So I don't think it's that bad if I do take them. Opportunist attack. Okay, so I won't take Street Fighters. 1 dice with light to medium melee weapons and pistols at first level, because we already got that here. We got that in our hand crossbow, so we're not going to take Street Fighters. We will take Streetwise, and then Opportunist Attack and Larceny Specialist. We'll have Streetwise, and that will give us how many? 1d, 1 extra dice, plus 1d on stealth and investigations. There. Now we can get from over here, from the thief, we can get Opportunist Attack, Opportunist Attack, and that will give us plus 3 die to attack rolls. On attacks, I'll just put surprised enemies, lump that all into 1. And we have Larceny, which will give us 2 on stealth rolls and 3 on thievery rolls. So I'll just make this Streetwise 2d. Okay, so 2 from here, plus 1 from Daring and Dangers. Okay, divide that by 2, round it up. That's easy. That's how I'm going to do that. So I'll take 1 from here, 1 from there, and it will be 2 stealth die and investigation rolls. And the thievery we'll put here with an extra 1 die. Larceny. And that will be, instead of 2 extra die for larceny, I'll put on 1. 1 plus 1 die for stealth roll, thievery rolls. So Magehammer, if you are watching this, let me know if this is more or less okay, if it's not too overpowered. I don't think it's too overpowered. I'm not thinking that. I think it's, more or less balanced out. Now, we need to go back here and see what else we got here. So we got our kindred abilities, we got our profession abilities, proficiencies. Our proficiencies are here: one-handed weapons and light crossbow. So that, let me just put proficiencies here, and we have one-handed weapons. So hand crossbow, just do that. Hand crossbow and any one-handed weapon. And from Daring and Dangers, our vigilante has a proficiency with pistol, all light and medium melee weapons. Any one-handed weapon. And so one-handed weapons, I'd say, well, they can. I'll put the all light and medium melee weapons, I'll roll them all into this just here. Okay. Now, we also have a thing in Daring Dangers which is called the Daring Dice. And each character gets 3 Daring Dice which he can use like to re-roll something, right? Or after taking an amount of damage, any number of Daring Dice may be rolled to reduce that damage, and or like add on to damage after you attack. After damage is calculated by an attack roll, the character may roll any number of daring dice and the result of the roll, and add the result to the roll of the damage. So imagine I rolled this, okay, and I got a success. Okay, so I got a success, so 4 or more, or 3 or more. So I got a success. That will hit him for something. Oh, but I'm going to use a daring dice, and that will give him one point of damage plus 5. That's 6 points of damage, like something like that. Daring dice do not explode, but this game does have exploding dice. So we have to figure out how many daring dice we are going to be having, because in Delves and Dangers, we get something which are healing stones. Right? Where is that? Because I don't know where it is, because I just got this. I printed it out. I haven't had time to look at this yet, but I know Magehammer has changed up some stuff and improved some stuff. So let me see if we have it here. Languages. We still have to go here and do that. We need to get them stamina. Okay, so since we're right here, let's see how much stamina we have. A character's starting stamina is his strength multiplied by 3 plus 6. So our strength is 2 multiplied by 3. That will give us 6. Plus 6 is 12. So we get 12 stamina right off the bat. Healing stones. Okay, so we get 1 healing stone, which has 3 charges. Okay, but let me do this. So we also want to get some daring dice. Let's say that we get, I'll just do what I did before down here. So we'll divide that by 2, so that'll be 1.5 rounded up. We get 2 healing stones and 2 daring dice. The healing stones, after use, they have to recharge, and the daring dice you get if like something cool happens. If you get or something cool happens, I'll say, like, I know that Magehammer, he used it as like, okay, we failed this roll, give him a daring dice. But I'll do that if I fail a roll, or if something cool happens. That's what we'll use also for daring dice. Now, proficiencies we got, stamina we got all of that. We need our equipment. So equipment is, let me see, for the thief, where is that? Short bow, scimitar, light crossbow, hand crossbow. So hand crossbow will be +1, right? Plus our proficiency. Okay. Hand crossbow. And then for our armor, I'll give him a light armor. Or no, we'll give him a hide. Oh, that gives him a -3D. No, light armor. We'll give him some leather, studded leather armor. And that will give us +1 armor value. Okay. For this area here on our weapons, okay, that's good. We can also get into like some brass knuckles and stuff like that as we go along. So let me see. We have equipment here. Our hand crossbow gives us +1. He has studded leather armor. A hand crossbow. I want him to have sort of a bit of gadgets also. So we can get, like, if he is fighting barehanded, so that'll give us something that's in here also. Like, we can get him some, like, those spiky metal things. I forgot what they're called. We could get some of those. Like, you'll have sort of like a utility Batman belt on, but it won't be that. You'll have something else on the lines of that, okay? And I think that's basically it. We'll see inventions. Oh, we can give him inventions also, right? Can he invent something? That'll be pretty good. He's a vigilante, but let's say that he makes his own stuff, right? He's not a blacksmith or anything like that, but he can do his own stuff. He's pretty he can work well with his hands, so he can do some stuff. Let's give him some invention so he can make traps and stuff like that. Yeah, I think that's pretty cool. I think we can use that. Now, let's see, where is this? Combat modifiers, knocked out, difficulty level, 2+6, proficiency, play may want her and didn't have a skill that is not covered by her profession. Okay, so we can do that. Right, we can do what I was saying, but we'll just have to roll on it. So let's say, oh, I want our character to do, I don't know, let's see, he can make up some traps in the spare of the moment, like with some wire and stuff that he found. Okay, you'll have to roll 3 successes. Okay, he got 2, that he didn't make the traps. We'll do it that way. It's easier than just writing all the stuff down. Okay, so we'll do that. This is our main equipment. Let me just put in a utility pouch. Okay, which can hold some stuff. And I think we are done. Yeah. Secondary skills. We could get some secondary skills for him. Probably. Inventions, a death ray, force field, force pistol. So here are the inventions you can make in Daring and Dangers, but we'll do our own. We do need, however, I know. Let's get him a sickle also for. A sickle for his hand weapon melee, and that will give us a +1 on +1 die also. And that's about it. Okay, we have created our character, who is the Shadow of Alnor. Don't forget, you guys have to give me his name. Okay. And on the next episode, we'll start running off around Alnor, the city, the capital city of Darwin. Okay. Thank you all for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you all in the next one. Oh, and the links will be all down in the description, of course. Have a great one. Bye-bye.